Hey, thanks for joining me. This is a somber video to put out, but as many of you are already aware, this past Sunday we lost a valued member of our Slingshot community. Tristan Boyles of Kendallville, Indiana, unfortunately passed away Sunday, April 5th, Easter Sunday, in an automobile accident. I don't have the details of the accident, but I was told Tristan was on his way to sunrise Easter service, which I believe speaks a lot about the character of this young man. Sadly, Tristan leaves behind a beautiful young family, which consists of his wife Allison and a 6-month-old son named Augie. A lot of you were able to meet Tristan and his wife Allison and the baby Augie at the Midwest Spring Sling recently. They were there and they were very enthusiastic about being part of the community. I also recently had the opportunity to speak with them on a Zoom chat that I will show you part of here in just a minute. I did want to make you aware of a GoFundMe that has been set up for the family. Please help if you can. They're going to be in some need here. And also I wanted to share a picture I got of Allison there at the tournament, just out there competing, and I don't think she competed, but she was having a good time participating. So again, if you can help, the family would be very much appreciative, I'm sure. And now I'm going to share with you some excerpts of the recent Zoom chat I had with Tristan and Allison, just as a kind of a tribute and in memory of Tristan. So enjoy the video. Let's start over. I apologize, guys. I don't do this for a living. To Tristan and Allie Boyles. I think is Allie. I just presumed your last name was Boyles.
Yeah,
Go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Tristan Boyles. This is my wife, Allie. We're from Kendallville, Indiana, which is real close to Waterloo, where the competition was. Um, we're very new to slingshots. I'm an old friend of John Mannon's, who
I was going to
ran
ask.
the competition. Um, he, uh, I get, I met him when he started the Ninja Warrior program at the CCC about 10 years ago. And we've been good friends ever since. Um, and so when he got into slingshots, we thought that sounded kind of interesting, but we made fun of him a little bit for it. Uh, and then and then learned how big a community it was, and learned how big the event was going to be, and got actually kind of excited about it. So I competed, and it was a lot of fun.
How did you do? And which did you compete as amateur or pro?
Amateur. I don't know where I placed. I didn't really keep track.
It doesn't
Just had
matter.
fun.
You have fun. Yeah, that's all that matters. Um, very, very cool. Allie, tell us your story.
Yeah, when Tristan started getting into it, he was mostly going to the practices and stuff. And I've got just off screen here a 6-month-old baby, so couldn't go to the practices, but um, started doing that on my own. I used to do like archery and stuff, and it's just a little trickier to do that
Interesting.
where
Yeah.
we are in town. So once I started shooting the slingshot, getting pretty hooked because I'm like, I could just do that right in my backyard
Exactly, yeah.
and just the perfect alternative. Did not compete, but that's again just because I wasn't sure with the 6-month old if I'd be able to go to each competition, so I didn't want to hold up the event. But
Well,
we're already planning to go to the Hocking Hills
oh,
event
excellent,
in
excellent. Yeah,
September.
I will be at Hocking Hills. That is a favorite of mine, and it's relatively close for you guys.
Mhm.
I didn't realize you guys were Hoosiers as well. I'm down in Bloomington. Um,
Oh,
so yeah, John is a great guy, already a really wonderful pillar of our community. He's risen to that spot quickly, but he really provided, something great for all of us. I was able to have lunch with John last Monday before I left town, and it was nice to just sit and talk to him and get to know him a little more. Most of my interactions before last weekend have been through Zoom and online, so it was nice to sit down and chat for a bit. Went to a great little spot up there, but I forgot you guys said Kendallville, so you're not from that little town that the tournament was in, right?
Not we don't live there, but I grew up in the area, so I'm familiar with most places.
Okay, we went to a tavern or something downtown. I can't remember, but it
Mm.
was really good. Anyway, I have a few questions. Oh, do you guys have any social media you want to plug?
Nope.
Allie, I mentioned this to you, but I'll say it on the video. I got a picture of you with your baby carrier on up at the practice range. So even though you didn't compete, I have physical or photographic proof that you were out there shooting. I did come up with a list of questions I was just curious about for you guys, and you kind of already answered some of them. But here's one that I have a feeling I may know the answer to, but I'll ask it anyway. What was different than you expected about the tournament, better or worse? Tristan and Allie, what do you guys have? What's your take on that?
Uh, Same. Yeah, the quality of people is great. I've learned never to underestimate John when he puts on an event. So I wasn't really worried about that side of it. But he had mentioned that the community was really great, and he was right. I mean, the kindness
Yeah.
and just genuineness of everybody that we interacted with was fantastic to see.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that. And Allie, I didn't mean to
Yeah,
skip over you there. What's your take on it?
you're good. Well, to piggyback off of that, I think we walked in with one slingshot,
Mhm.
and we left with five.
How many did you buy?
Anytime anyone heard we were new, they're like, "Here you go, you got a slingshot. You're gonna get ready. You're gonna come back next year." I was impressed. I was impressed with how easy of an event it was to be at with a 6 month old, especially like being like a target event. Um, just the by nature of slingshots, it's so quiet.
Right.
That was really easy, and of course, everyone loves seeing a baby, so that made it
Oh yeah.
nice and easy to be there. And um, even like by nature of what the targets are. So if there was a time where I had to be walking around outside of the arena during like distance and speed shooting, I could be a full spectator because you don't have to see the target, you just have to hear it
Right. Yeah.
and know who's actually shooting. So it was a very pleasant surprise at how easy it was to be there with a baby because most events with a baby aren't quite so smooth.
Well, that's an interesting take. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody with a baby that young at a tournament, and so it's an interesting take. But I'm glad to hear that because I think it'll encourage more families to come out. Tristan and Allie, are you going to attend more tournaments?
Definitely all of the Midwest Spring Slings. John's talking Tristan into the East Coast,
Mhm.
and obviously Hocking Hills.
Yeah, Hocking Hills, yeah, for sure. You're going to want to be there. East Coast might be a little far for you with the little one, but
Yeah.
is the little one going to be raised up slinging slingshots?
He got the Simple Shot makes their little keychain
Keychain.
slingshots. It's the perfect size for babies, and he's obsessed with it.
All right, Tristan, do you have a favorite frame?
We haven't really gotten to shoot a whole lot of them yet. I was given a bean flip ocularis by John. That's what I used in the competition. And it was great. Um, and then I got the need to get more. Um, and I happen to have a 3D printer, so I went ahead and printed myself one
Okay.
with plans to make more. Um, because I broke the bands on the ocularis. I need to reband it, but I wanted to make a unique one,
Oh,
so
cool.
I
You made that?
printed one that looks like a deer skull.
Put that up to the camera a little closer. Very cool. So you made that
Yeah.
on a 3D printer?
Yep. It
Neat.
just uses some little bolts to clamp
Man,
with the clamps to hold the bands in, and it
that's
shoots great. I'm really enjoying it so far.
I was actually looking at 3D printers online this weekend. I don't have one, but I know they're a lot of fun and you can do a lot of cool things with them. I don't know that I'll get one, but you never know. Now that you've shown me that, I may.
I use mine for a lot of stuff. It's running most of the time.
Cool.
And I mean, I printed this at 99% infill, so it's basically solid plastic, so it's extremely durable.
Very neat. And you mentioned the bean flip. I don't have one of those either. I'd like to get one. That's a neat thing about slingshots is Allie mentioned how you can, as opposed to archery, you can shoot anywhere, and it's so affordable too. I mean,
Mhm.
compared to bows and guns and knives, slingshots are relatively affordable, so you can build up a neat collection. But I do want to get a bean flip as well. I have the Axiom oculars, but not the bean flip. Allie, do you have a favorite frame?
Yeah, I don't know what the name is because Moan just gave it to me.
Okay.
But we sent it in one of the groups and they said they think the maker is Quinn Nugan. I
Quinn,
don't know how to
okay.
pronounce the name. It's
Yeah,
QUYNHNGUYEN.
I'm friends with Quinn. I don't know how to pronounce the last name either. I'm on Facebook, but I don't know how to
Yeah.
pronounce it.
But
That's very cool. Very neat. All right. So I'm going to wrap this up before too long, but I had one more question I wanted to ask all of you, and it was Ron kind of touched on his already. I want to ask about your other hobbies and interests that you guys had in addition to slingshots. Tristan, do you have any additional hobbies or interests that you think people might want to know about?
Yeah, all things outdoors. Ninja Warrior from the TV show American Ninja Warrior. That's how John and I met.
All right.
Um, haven't done it as much lately, so I'm a little rusty, but always enjoyed that. Um, and yeah, guns, knives, hunting, fishing, pretty much anything you can do
The outdoors.
out of the house.
And Allie, you mentioned you liked archery. I'm guessing you're outdoorsy by nature as well. Do you have any other interests though?
yeah, my hobby is collecting hobbies. Definitely like archery and the like, foraging. That's one that John and I will do a lot. And then besides that, the short answer is any fiber art. I spin my own yarn, knit, crochet, sew,
Neat.
weave, all the likes. So if it's made out of string,
Hey, my
I do.
daughter just started posting on YouTube. I'll let you know what her channel is, but she's really into fashion. She got some kind of fashion degree and is into all that stuff, but she's really into fiber stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you might enjoy her channel. Tristan, you have any parting words you want to share with everybody?
Just thank you to the community for being so welcoming, and we're excited to be part of it. Excited to see everybody at more events.
I agree with you, and we're excited to see you guys back there. Allie, any parting words for you?
Tristan summed it up perfectly.
All right. Well, I really appreciate all of you guys joining. I will get this up later tonight, and thanks for jumping on here. Thanks for being part of the community, and for letting everybody get to know you, and for chatting with me for a little bit. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you.
Thank you.